Hello, and welcome to the Learn English Fast podcast. I'm your host, Eli. Thank you so much for watching or listening to me today. As usual, the podcast vocabulary list is down in the description, as well as a transcript if you want to practice your English with me. All right, so today's topic is grandparents, like grandpa or grandma. I think everyone has a grandparent. Everyone should, of course. If you don't have grandparents, that means your parents aren't here? Yeah, but in my life, my grandma and my grandpa, we, on both sides of my family, I think we were pretty close. So my mom, when she was younger, she was adopted by a Mexican family. So my mom, she's black, African American, but she was adopted by a Mexican family. So I have, both a black grandma and a Mexican grandma. So my family's pretty big. And mainly, I would always see my Mexican grandma or Hispanic. Hispanic is another word that we use. And she was a very, very, sorry, not was, she is, a very, very strong woman. She's very strong. Like, if she tells you to do something, you should do it right away because she gets angry. And if she's angry, she's very scary. I remember one time that I said something very not mean, but not not nice to my grandma. I forgot, what did I say? Ah, I said, "Please be quiet," like that, because she was talking to me so much, and I said, "Please be quiet." But my tone, how I spoke, was not good. And so I had to write down, "I am sorry, Grandma," 100 times on a piece of paper. So with my pencil, "I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm sorry, Grandma," 100 times. And I learned that I should not speak back to her. But on the other hand, my grandpa, Grandpa Rick, he was a very, very nice man. So kind, so gentle, and he loved guitar. Every time we would go to their home, he was always playing guitar. And he loved Mexican guitar and the Spanish music. And he would play these wonderful songs and melodies, and it was so, so peaceful. And he also taught me and my brother some guitar skills, and it was just so much fun. Another good thing about him is that he is a great cook. Both of them are really good cooks. My grandma, she can cook, of course, Mexican food, and my grandpa also can cook Mexican food. And here's a secret: his Mexican food is better than my grandma. It's just really funny. He also really, really loves cars. He would love to watch car races at the racetrack, and he collected so many little toy cars. He was a very interesting man. On my father's side, his mom or my grandma, we called her Nana, Nana, and that means grandma. I don't remember so much about her, mainly because she was always at home, always on the couch, and I never really saw her that often. And whenever we would go to her home, I would always feel uncomfortable because, like, the smell of the house, it smells like an old person. And I felt like she wasn't so nice. But she was still my grandma, so of course I loved her, but I did not feel so comfortable. Now, my mom's African or my black grandma, she was a very nice lady. Every time we met her, she was smiling. She would always say, "Eli, how you doing?" She would, pat my head and pat my back. She was a good grandma, and her cooking, mwah, delicious. Her food was really, really amazing. Like macaroni and cheese, some special like biscuits. She would have special sandwiches she can make. She was an amazing cook. I think almost all grandparents are good cooks. What do you think? Are your grandparents good cooks too? I know for me, all of my family, all my grandparents are good cooks, and I want to cook like them one day. If I have some grandchildren, I want to be a good cook for my grandchildren. That's why I practice now. What are some other memories I have with my grandparents? Hmm. My grandpa Rick, he wouldn't just, play guitar and look at cars. He also loved the outdoors. He loved hiking. He loved meeting new people. And he loves the Native American people. In America, there are people called the Indians, the Native Americans, who were there first. And my grandpa Rick, he has connections and friendships with so many Native American Indians. And he would introduce us to them. And then we would see a new culture, like the Native Americans, how they live, some of their religion, some of the way that they think, how they speak the new language. It was always so interesting. And I was always amazed that my grandpa was able to make all these friendships from people all over the world. I always feel that grandparents have so much wisdom, they have so much knowledge, but sometimes we ignore that. I think that we should try, whenever we meet an older person, we should try to show them respect, and we should try to hear their story, because everyone has a story to tell. Everyone has some life experience that they want to share, and we should not, ignore them. We should try to be there and listen to their story. So, if you have a chance today, find a grandma or grandpa in your life that you can talk to and listen to their story. I'm sure you can learn so many things. All right. Thank you so much for listening to the Learn English Fast podcast today. If you enjoy this episode and you want to, speak with me face to face and one-on-one, please, down in the description, I give one-on-one English lessons to anyone who wants to learn English with me. You can do it. All right. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.